Alright. Been a while since I've been on here. Big hammerstone, my quartz hammerstone, until they've been working that to make points with. It's heavy. Went to those stomping grounds today. I actually hadn't been there since April, and they had disc up some corn stubble at that time, and I didn't know what they were going to do with it. I found a few artifacts. A piece of Tyrone, just looked like they whacked on it, trying to get it to the place to where they could make something. And I don't know if they just was holding on to it, or if they made the determination it was so rough they wasn't going to get nothing out of it, so they left it. I don't know. But anyway, back to the story. I was down there in April, and I got really busy and wasn't able to go hunt either way. But my wife come through one day and said that they had finished working the old stomping grounds and had planted it. And I asked her if it was corn or tobacco, and hadn't had no tobacco in it in about 3 years. So I was expecting her to say corn, but then I thought, well, if it was corn, it didn't have time to come up from the time I had been there and when she reported that. So either way, I wouldn't have been able to hunt it because they made it clear they don't want nobody in it when it's planted. So I hadn't been back until today, since the end of April. And ironically, it was planted in tobacco. Would have been a real nice pine tree had it all been there. It's damaged, you can see. Just going to show it to you. And just several pooters, you know, just things that wanted to be, and just some things that just didn't make it. This right here would have been real cool if it had that other side just like that one. It's a fresh break on that little old thing right there. It's a real small point. And small too. That's pretty good shape though. Anyway, I had a good day. They had part of it cut, and look at how rough this is. They had part of it cut, and they were hauling part of it out, and a good portion of it I walked that they had hauled out, and you could tell it had been picked over, I'm sure, by probably everybody and their brother, you know, legally or not. But then the Mexicans, they're picking them up too. And this one right here is really odd. Look at this. I mean, it's rougher than a cob, but that material nearly looks like obsidian. That's not wet. I mean, that's the way it dried. If it was obsidian, they didn't know how to work it. Look how thick it is. And it may have been a piece that somebody from way out had traded and brought in, because I mean, it looks like obsidian. It may not be, but look how different it is than everything else. Never found anything like that, but I did today. But anyway, strange. Need a few pieces. I'm rushing to get to where I want to get with this video right quick, and that's a nice flake blade. I love the material. Yeah, I just didn't take my camera. I mean, I honestly had business going by the old stomping grounds in the county on the way to another county. It's between, this old stomping grounds is between my county and another county, and I just happened to go by there and seen this, and I went ahead and got my business taken care of and come back, and I've been hunting that all day, and found these things. Nice piece of Dover if it ever dry, where you can see the colors in it, blue and tan. But check this out. And you think that ain't strange? That right there is about as odd as that piece right there. Because I don't find, and I don't know if it's quartz, I'm assuming it is. Look at this. It's just nearly, oh, it is see-through. You can see the flute channel. It goes up to about where my thumb is on that side. You can see the stain in the hinge. The same way on this side. Well, you can see it right there. This is not ground heavy, but if it's quartz, you can understand that. I mean, it is, you can run your finger through it and there ain't nothing grabbing you. In the same way with this side right here. No, it's this side. This side's ground up to about right there, and then this side probably was, but it's, if it's quartz, again, that's hard as a brick. And it may have been longer at one time, but they've, may have never been any longer, but I feel like it probably was, and they've retouched that end right there. You can't see any flaking much on it, I guess because of the material type. But I believe it's a Clovis. That's what I believe. If so, then that's the only what I would confirm to be the second piece that I've ever found that the other piece was broken. That right there, but it had the flute channel too. So I mean, I know that there was paleo on the old stomping grounds. That's cool. Glad to find it. Made my day. I had a good day. But anyway, maybe next time I'll have my camera with me. I'll make a point to have my camera with me the next time. Any thoughts on that? Feel free, but. I don't know what else anybody would call it other than a Clovis. It's probably 2 inches, maybe, 1.5 inches. Alright, I'll try again whenever I get an opportunity. When I get some more of it cut, maybe it won't be too long. I can get in there and look it over, and then maybe get another good hit on it if they disc it, before they sew cover crop on it. They don't want you walking it when that's happening too, or either. Alright, later.